Now, Councilwoman Partlow, you may begin your opening statement.
Hello as well. Thank you for the invite and being the newbie on the block, so to speak. It's just an honor to be among so much experience in government. So I look forward to getting connected with a lot of the people that I don't know and getting some experience from them. And I think my counterpart, Ms. Bowles, she made several great points that I totally agree on and want to piggyback off of. You know, we do need the broadband throughout the city. Our children should not be left behind because they do not have the technology to succeed that they need. Also, with the gun violence, you know, we just had 2 shootings just a few hours ago here in Greenwood. So one of my things has always been, how do we curb the violence? How do we find the talent within our youth and use that talent and let them know that there is a different way to go about life and get some things out of life. One of the other concerns, also, I'm sorry, I just got elected this year, so the nerves are still there. One of my campaign points was also to have community meetings. We don't know what the community needs and how to advocate for our constituents unless they voice that to us. So that is part of the reason of having community meetings. The main concern that everybody has voiced to me that I've been able to reach out to and talk to is the lack of beautification in our neighborhoods. When we look at the makeup of our ward, or Ward 2, which I represent, we find a lot of homes that are boarded up, abandoned, and we need to find a way to utilize those spots. For every vacant lot that we find or that we can clear a house off of, I see a park or I see a community garden or things like that. But not only that, when outsiders come into our neighborhoods and they see these type of buildings in our neighborhood, it gives the signal that the neighborhood is uncared for, that the neighborhood is in disarray. And there is a level of disarray, but it's not that we don't care about the neighborhood. We've just got to learn and want to take better care of where we live. When we look at some of these neighborhoods, they are not very far off of the main street of Greenwood. So when you can walk 2 blocks over and wind up in a neighborhood that has all of these types of buildings, we need to find a way that we can bring some beautification to those neighborhoods. Abandoned houses, boarded up houses, not only do they give the look of disarray, they offer a place for illicit activities to take place. These, drug deals, prostitution, what have you. So when we can eliminate that, sometimes, hopefully, that we can eliminate some of the other things that come as a result of having these things in our neighborhood. We have so much potential in Greenwood. Councilwoman Betty said, the city just doesn't have money flowing like that where we can go in and tear down all of these abandoned houses or boarded up houses. So we've got to find creative ways to beautify our neighborhoods. We've got to find creative ways as a community and as a city to have our citizens take pride in where they live. One of the saddest stories that I heard was when I went into a neighborhood and there was an older gentleman, probably in his 70s, 75, and he said, I have to live here. I can't afford to move. Mm-hmm. Where you live, you should feel safe. Where you live, you should have pride in.